Right, today the wind is blowing again, but I can't wait. So I have two doors which have repairs. Obviously there's going to be a bit of filler on there, etc., but I've done some repairs. These were previously blasted and edge primed. I've just seen something else I need to clean up. This was yesterday's work, getting that compound curve, which curves that way, and there, done, as well as patching up the corners of the spare door that I'd bought. Plan was to close up that speaker hole. Plan is now to cut a big hole in this one and fit a pair of speakers, which will be a lot easier than basically replicating all of these press marks which are missing there, so you then have to put the pressings in and everything else. But yeah, etch primer on both sides. The other sides of the doors, I'll tag in a picture in a minute. You'll see the other sides of the doors are much worse where all the repairs were done. But yeah, etch primer that lot, and then obviously at that point I've got a load of body panels that I can start working on. You can see the wind isn't being very friendly. I hope to get some of the paint on the panels, but I really want to get them covered today. But yeah, I'll put the rest onto the usual speed up kind of thing once I start squirting paint. This isn't a lot to report on really. I'll do the back first, which is sort of the less seen side, and then flip them over and do the other side, which has a lot more paint spaces to touch up. I'll probably end up doing the whole top surfaces. But yeah, there we go. Today's job. Especially shows how badly it happened. I have no clue what's transpired here. Panel wipe over existing edge primer so that I could do some more repairs where over time rust had come through where I'd welded. So yeah, no clue at this point in time, so I can't carry on. Another door-to-door delivery came in this afternoon. This is for the rest of the cab because the air DA is not delivering the way I would like it to. So I've ordered an electric DA. I've actually got two polishers as it is, but they're not configured this way, the way I want them to be, so that they can be used as a DA as well. So this is today's delivery. Probably don't need a knife. Something wrong with my phone. Why has it gone on silent? That's weird. Just hear it vibrate, there's no sound. A couple of tear off discs, 80 grit, polishers, 2 gloves. Oh, exciting stuff. That's an expensive thing. Little mop heads. We'll just shove them back in the box for the time being. More. These are 240s. Polishing bit. Little sheepskin moppy things that we'll need. And the actual machine. Nice colour. Also comes with extra brushes, or brushes. So that's a bonus. I always like when stuff comes with those little incidental kind of wear and tear items. Right there, the side handle. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it like that. I think it's easier than putting the handle on, but I'll put the handle on until it irritates me and then I'll pull it off. So I guess the first thing to do is undo all of this. I'm only going to literally listen and see whether it makes the right noises today. Saying that, I am lying. I've been known to tell lies before. Let's see where we get with this. Need some electricity. Right, so noisy, but I can live with that. It's quite interesting. So it actually has a little clip in. What should I call this? Clip in. Right. You see, I should have read the instructions. Get back to the tools. Saying that, this is interesting. So we have this little sanding pad. It says M8 threads. There's no threads on here, that's for sure. This is threaded, so there's a thread in there. Interesting. That's just a little spanner. Look in the box again. Nope, definitely not. Nothing else. So now we've got to figure out how to make this lot work. Safety rules. Oh, that's interesting. No assembly diagram. That's interesting. Okay. My phone still isn't ringing, and that really pisses me off because you've probably noticed in the background my phone is always on. Just figured it out. The ringer turned itself right down, so I just needed to manually turn it up again. Right, that's back to working as it should. Still don't know how this operates. We have speeds. Very fast. We'll have to see. I don't understand why. It comes with a little spanner. Two ends that are slightly differently sized. It's a fixed head. Okay. I'm going to have to pause this till I figure out what the rest of this thing operates like, or why and how it operates. Wouldn't say this is fascinating. It's interesting. That doesn't have anywhere to go. Undo all of this stuff again. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Plastic bags, little booties, no functional use, and a hard mopping pad. So, we still don't have an answer. I wonder if there's a bit missing, a little mounting pad. Screws in there that then takes the back end of this. Really interesting. But when you're stupid, how many times should I say that? That's very, very, even more clever. Because if you look at that, it doesn't look like there's a thread. They actually, smells nice, they put a thread protective cap over the thread. I just thought I'd try it again because it moves, but when you look at that, it doesn't look like it's there. Right, now we've got to the next step. We'll run this in. Then you stick the spanner in the hole. Tighten that, spanner out again, don't forget. And I'll use some used sandpaper or something else. This is what was used on the roof. We'll try it just on the table. Smooth as hell. It seems to work. A lot of vibration though. So I'll just pop this over there. That's your result. Not too bad. I guess once you go something a slightly bit rougher than that, I'll be in a better place, or at least some new paper. So yeah, that's the review of this little machine. All of, what was it, 40 something pounds. Comes with a bunch of, so you can basically use this for polishing and as an electric DA. It's got an oscillating head. So yeah, enough of that. I'll start working on this cab tomorrow.